And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Got a great one lined up. Have to say, it's a deep dive. Painless, very painless. We're going to get into Tether. And Tether is another one of those government projects. And I'm going to show you the connection. Tether came out with a wallet. And we're going to talk about what government agency, whatever, is funding Tether. Tether is the way. Okay, so yesterday's news article was about the United Arab Emirates, a central bank, and Europe hooking up their stock markets together for the whole Muslim world. Okay. Today we have another article dealing with that whole Middle East, North Africa to India corridor kind of a thing. That's the same, kind of like what we were talking about yesterday. This is how Tether is going to see. Look, in these countries, they're broke. Most of the people are broke, and they don't have banks on every corner like in America. Like, you know, just you can't. They just don't have an ATM sitting there, a branch to walk in. Tether fills that role, and the government has to keep on top of it. And that's why they're involved in this. So I'm going to show you how you got government intelligence departments and secret op stuff working for. We're going to get into that. Tether is working with the government. You notice how, see, in the very beginning, Tether was used to fund Bitcoin. They just crank out the tethers and print the money and then buy the Bitcoin up. Now, all of a sudden, if you've noticed, Tether's got into gold. Tether's like the biggest gold owner. There's something going on with Tether. I think Tether is like, this is just me just shooting from the hip. Tether is like something that the Middle East, North Africa, and these people have to have because they don't have banks everywhere. We can't have anything scammy. So that's why Tether recently has been buying the gold up. They're the biggest owner of gold outside of central banks. That's amazing. From a company that everybody thought was a scam, Tether used to use this thing called Deltec Bank. It's like a fake bank in the Bahamas. I think BitBoy went there to go do an exclusive. I think that's like the best thing BitBoy's ever done, besides going off the air. But Tether was like this biggest scam type thing. It had this secret Deltec Bank. Deltec Bank had like 1 or 2 parking spaces, and it was worth like $150 billion bank. I'm making up numbers. I don't even know. I don't care. But so BitBoy flew down to the Bahamas, saw this supposed to be one of the biggest banks in crypto, and it's like this little dinky ass. Maybe it has 1 parking spot, and BitBoy's like, what? And no one's working there. You can't get a hold. It's like one of the biggest scams. So anyhow, we're gonna get into this. This whole thing is government 3-letter agency. This whole Tether experiment thing. So Tether is a way to get control of the Middle East, North Africa, whole area. The same thing as we were kind of talking about the other day with the United Arab Emirates and all that. Tether is going to connect the people that don't have banks. And I'm going to show you how the government got in there in Afghanistan and all that. The government's mixed up with that. Holland, the governments of Norway and Holland are all mixed up in this too. Very, very interesting deep dive. You're going to love the conspiracy, but it ain't a conspiracy if it's true. My name is Crypto Hulk. That part's true. That was my name at birth. Don't believe a word you hear on the program. Everything is a lie. My program content's designed to get you financially destroyed. Today's an open show where everybody can watch it. I don't know anything about crypto. I see somebody talk about spaghetti. Fuck. I'm like hungry. I don't eat after a certain time, so it's kind of messed up. Back on focus, laser focus. I need to start cold plunging. I might start cold plunging tomorrow. I don't know. I think I'm getting better today. So we'll see. Tomorrow I might do like a little half workout. Maybe I'll go in the cold plunge for 5 minutes instead of 9 like normal. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But back to the show. I I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about finances. Don't take anything on the show for financial advice. If I call you, text you as Crypto Hulk $500 member, I do have memberships, 3 months of Crypto Hulk's excellent, top caliber news. I talk to people that are brand new in crypto. They're just getting into crypto. I got an 80-year-old lady that needs help. I've got guys that are rich. All kinds of people. I'm trying to help whoever I can. I think if we help each other on this planet, no, I'm not having a moment, but as a human being, we have to try to help encourage each other the best we can. This world's fucked up, massively fucked up. Stingy, rotten, dirty, stinking people. Very few times in life are you going to have somebody who's somewhat intelligent like myself, and I'd say rather articulate as well, on a show like this to teach you all the cool stuff nobody else knows. It's fun. I'm showing you all the foundations. There's no reason you can't walk away with $5 or $10 million watching my show. There's no fucking reason. Unless you've got Dane Bramage and I can't help you. Okay. So that's the deal. I've been so high for 6 years making this show. 24/7. High. Heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, every single fucking drug you can imagine. I'm eating it, snorting it, transdermal, anal probe injections, whatever it is, just super high. I wouldn't listen to a word I say. Okay, now we got all that legal disclaimer. I have the best legal disclaimer, I've been told. So, Cheeny Lee, and then we got Marky G, all these $500 members. Coolness. Very coolness. Stephen Morris. That's not enough, Hulk. Oh, my gosh. Then we got Timbo. I tried calling Timbo today. Timbo, you're on my list. Let's try maybe tomorrow. I'm going to try to put a show on for the AM. I got it lined up. You're going to love it. I got some deep dives. Tomorrow's show. I think I got a morning show. I do. So I got to make sure I get to bed tonight at a good time, wake up at 5:30, get ready to do a show. I'm telling you what, everybody, just get set up. These new people, I highly encourage you, join the channel at the $500 club. You get me for 3 months. You get to hear all my cussing and screaming. I don't do that on the phone. When I'm on the phone, everything's different. It's business, and I truly will work with you. Whatever budget you got, I've got a plan for you. It's kind of like I'm selling used cars, right? But I truly... I take pride in this. I want to walk away knowing I've helped hundreds and thousands of people become millionaires. That wasn't even in my job growing up. Most of the time I just worked military, police jobs kind of stuff, probation, parole, court system. My job was never like financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. None of that shit. I made a choice and a decision to help people become rich, and including myself. And that's why I do this. What? There's Coasty, $500 member. Cheers, Hulk. Get back in the gym, right? Meow. I know. I've been feeling like crap the past 5 days. I'm starting to feel better. Tomorrow, I'm going to take it easy in the workout. I'm going to work out like an average mortal. Not the superhero that Crypto Hulk is, but I'm going to go in tomorrow, just kind of do some things. And I can kind of feel my lungs. It's going to take me about another 3-4 days to get back to my super self. But I'm going to do what I can. So let's right now do what we can and get this show going. Take oil of oregano. That cold will be gone in 1 day. Oh, my God. I know somebody talked to me about that already. Okay. Oh, shit. Where are we starting at here? I got such great articles here. Valera. Hold on a minute there, buddy. That is a huge... What is that one? Tether. Let me look up. Where is this Tether article at? Hold on a minute. Tether. Okay, here's the article here. I kind of got my screen full, my top part of my screen full of articles. I got tonight. I usually don't have 2 days or 2 shows worth of news, but I didn't get too many calls today for the $500 club. Don't start calling tonight because I'm putting the show together for tomorrow. You can call me tomorrow, but I got tonight to put a show together. And I got to go to Costco to pick up some alcohol. Not for me, of course. Far be it from me. But yeah, I got to get some tequila and shit like that. I'm going to buy the Costco tequila añejo, extra añejo. That shit's good and it's cheap. Okay. Here is the article. Why is this? Hold on a minute. Okay, that didn't work. Let me try to get to this Tether article here. Why? This thing is... Let me do this. Okay, this one I think is shorter. So we got Tether. There's your Tether article. Okay, now I read this article, talks nothing about crypto, tells you nothing about how it's done. That's what I like. I like to find all the shit they don't want us to find. That's what today's show is going to be on. Tether. I might not get to any other article. I'm not sure. I don't care. This one is a good one. We might get to another article. I'm not sure. Tether introduces digital wallet. Now, this is so fucking massive right now. When you understand, Tether all of a sudden now is coming out with a wallet. Why? Because Tether is going to be used by the 5 families of the world for those countries that doesn't have all the banking and all that shit. They've got to get these people into the financial system. That's what's happening right now. This is important because I think probably, I don't know what, 1/3 of the world doesn't even have banks, or maybe 25%, 1 out of 4 countries or something doesn't have enough banking stuff. So Tether is filling the gap. That's why Tether got all that gold and shit. I think they're going to back all this Tether shit with gold. I don't follow Tether. I'm not an expert. I have no idea what I'm saying. Plus, it's all the fucking drugs right now they're talking. Tether, issuer of the world's largest stablecoin, has introduced its first digital wallet. Everybody, this is all part of the system right here. This is what's up. The Tether wallet is designed to bring the company's infrastructure directly into the hands of its users. This is very, very interesting what we got going on here. This is how they're hooking up everybody. You get all the banks, all the governments. Now we're getting all the brokies, okay? All the brokies around the world. You got to get them all on crypto. It's like a drug. You got to hook them up and keep it coming. The release said that while Tether's technology is used by some more than 570 million people, see right there, it has not until now functioned purely as an underlying layer of the digital asset community. It's in 160 countries. With Tether Wallet, now watch what happens here. With Tether Wallet, that entire infrastructure, the widest and most granular money distribution network built by humanity, becomes directly accessible to end users for the first time. Tether is going to be very instrumental in getting this whole world on board with crypto. Tether went from being something that, see, here's the thing. Tether's all the government. I'm going to move forward, but Tether's total fucking government secret op shit, okay? Users should be able to send value as easy as sending a message. I want you to see this. They're now going to get all the brokies around the world hooked up. If you got one of these motherfuckers, great, you're hooked up. If not, you're going to get one for free. Trust and believe. They got to have everybody fucking hooked up. If not, you're going to do this, the selfie shit, you know, palm print stuff, take a picture, you know, all that shit. Then it's going to get registered maybe in some kind of Tether network. So if you live in the middle of some place and you got no phone, you just show up, put your palm like an out. You go to Whole Foods, put your palm print on there. Maybe a little anal probe for some of you guys that like that shit. But that's how I see this thing going down. You won't have to have a phone. You just walk into some place. Maybe the store vendor you go to has a phone, so they take your picture on their Tether wallet app, and then they go back. Apple goes back to putting the phone print, your thumbprint on. Remember that thumbprint on the phone shit? Apple can go. Let's say I'm a vendor. Here's how I see it going down in some of these poor countries. Here's how you just hook up everybody. It's real easy. Tether could come out with a personal ID kind of a thing, right? For those people that maybe I own a store and you come in to buy widgets, Crypto Hulk's widgets. Let's say I'm in sub-Saharan Africa somewhere, okay? And I got 10 goats here and this guy wants to trade me a fucking cow for a goat or whatever it is, okay? So dude walks up, puts his thumbprint there, and it comes back as Apu, the guy who runs the 7-Eleven on The Simpsons. You put your thumbprint on, it recognizes you're Apu. Then I start taking pictures and do a little selfie of this guy, and then it comes back verified. Maybe he has to say something. ABC 1 2 3. This is my voice. Please verify me. And then at that point, boom. Now it's just like it's good to go. He's got a card, money, and all that shit, and he can pick how he wants to pay, you know, push the buttons and shit. So this is what Tether is doing. You're bringing in all these people around the world. Then you got the satellites up there with Amazon, Elon Musk, and shit. That's how I see Tether fitting in. Some of these countries, they just don't have banks. B of A is not everywhere. Wells Fargo, some places, some banks just don't want to go into a country. It's not worth it. They don't have enough money to put the store in there and all that shit, right? The buildings and all that. So that is where Tether comes in with this wallet stuff. Let me check the comments and we'll get into the deep dive here. Hold on a minute. What the hell? Looks like we got a live one. Someone got brave to join the Crypto Hulk. $500. They wanted to join. They wanted to join the force. The force is strong with this one. Let me enter your info in here. We got to take a short break, everybody. Then we'll get into the deep dive. I'm not going to read any more of that article. That is what's getting set up. So what we got here? A3Z. FASI. Boy, that's a hard name to remember. And that's $500. Today is the 15th. I'm almost positive. Yes. Okay. Now, here is how you contact Crypto Hulk. Please do it like this, or it's going to take you a lot longer to get a hold of me. On Instagram, let me put this in here. Hold on. Instagram, you can contact me on Instagram. If you don't have an account, you better set one up. Instagram. And it's at the Crypto Hulk 2025. Now, I have an X, and some people call it Twitter still because they don't like when they change the name. I understand. I don't care. X. I actually like Twitter. What the fuck is with all this X shit? That's so fucking stupid. Naming your kid X, like that dude's got some mentally retarded problems or so. I know he's fucking smart, the Elon Musk guy, but come on, dude, your fucking kid's name is X. I'd never do no shit like that. Okay. That is how you contact me. You click on that link right there for X, and you got Crypto Hulk's channel. If I don't respond, send me a message in. Okay, sometimes with X, I don't see your message. So what you do in the comments section, and pick a video that I made, doesn't matter which fucking one. Say, Crypto Hulk, I'm a $500 member. I've sent you messages on X and you haven't responded to me. Then what I'll do is I follow you. Once I follow you, then it allows me to see your messages, okay? So give it a day, give it 2. If you don't hear from me, send a personal comment under one of my videos. Hey, Crypto Hulk, that's an awesome video. Yeah, you got to stroke my ego a little bit here. But put in there, hey, Crypto Hulk, I just joined up yesterday, day before. Please add me or whatever. Then I'll see your messages and contact. What I need is, hi. So when you finally send me a private message, it should say, hi, Crypto Hulk. My name is A3ZFASI. I need to know what your screen name is. I don't care what your fucking real name is. I need to know what your screen name is for my show so I can look it in my YouTube account and find you. It's not going to show your real name. It's going to show a screen name. That's how I contact you, okay? I need a picture of your account, not the top chat. Not the top chat, not the top chat. Got it? Not the top chat. I need a picture of your account, not the top chat. Did I make that clear? All right. Not the top chat. Now let's get into the deep dive with Tether. Tether developed and launched. I got my information. Let me read off my notes. I got a couple pages of notes here, and I'd rather start with that, and I'll do the deep dive. Any remaining time, I'll do a deep dive. This sums it up better. Okay, let me go to my page here. Key collaborations that helped Tether build their new wallet. Okay, so what I wanted to find out today is who or what organizations helped Tether make their wallet. I know they didn't do that shit by themselves. There's no fucking way. They're not that sharp. So actually, Tether's the government. So, okay, well, yeah, still, they're not that sharp. It's called Candide Labs. CANDIDE, Candide Labs. They helped with self-custody design. Remember, these are public names that people know. I'm going to go deep dive and find who really did it. So what they put out to the public is it's Candide Labs. But I'm going to show you who it really is. Then you got Rumble Wallet. Rumble helped them. LightSpark. LightSpark is Lightning Network, and we all know that's Bitcoin, and we all know that Bitcoin is created by the government with the SHA-256, all right? That's all government shit. This whole Tether, Bitcoin shit, all these cryptos, the top cryptos, they're all the government, okay? I've already shown you all the evidence. None of these other channels have done shit like this before. Next, you have the USA Tether, USAT. It was issued under the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. The OCC controls all the banks in the country. That's who Tether's working with, and they're all approved. Imagine that, okay? Now, this happened. The USA Tether is issued under the OCC via Anchorage Digital Bank. Oh, that's who's helping with their custody right here. Anchorage Digital Bank. They are I think the first federally chartered crypto bank in the country. I'm not sure on that, but they are definitely. Notice how Tether is connected to the U.S. government. Historic Tether partners. Okay. Historically, who did Tether partner up with? We talked about it earlier. Deltec Bank out of the Bahamas. It's a shell company. It's not even a real fucking bank. This thing is like some kind of government ops where they hide shit in the Bahamas, okay? You have another company that Tether was hooked up with, Capital Union. The next one, it's called Far East International. That's out of Taiwan. Whoa. That's a Chinese. That's how you know something dirty's going on here. Lastly, there's a company called Ansbacher, Ansbacher. Ansbacher. They're also out of the Bahamas. And I read and spell things out because some of you guys take notes and want to do more research. I can only do so much research. I already spent like 2 hours looking up this Tether shit and some other ones. So I only have so much time. Now, the Tether wallet was also created with a company called Whoop. WHOOP. Rumble is also there, but they have a partner company called Axiom. AXIYM. That's who we're going to deep dive, because when you deep dive Axiom, you go all the way down the rabbit hole, okay? Axiom now comes into play. Axiom is a Swiss, oh, here we go, Switzerland again. Axiom is a Swiss-based fintech. Now, when did Axiom start? All of a sudden, April 2024. It's out of Zug, Switzerland. And right away, you know, right there just tells you this is 5 families of the world. Top 5 family right there. This is behind this whole Tether deal, everybody. We're peeling back layers of the onion. Axiom enables money service businesses to offer pay now, settle later. Kind of like a credit card, okay? Now, the co-founder of Axiom, now look, we got to get into the Middle East and North Africa and India, okay? That's what Tether's got to do, is grab that market, maybe all of Africa, Middle East, and off to India. That's this corridor. Spoiler alert, Lulu Crypto Exchange is all mixed up in this shit. Ripple partner. Where's Lulu Exchange's territory? Africa, Middle East, and off to India. This whole thing is fucking Ripple. Oops, spilled the beans. Keep going, Crypto Hulk. I'll pretend I didn't hear that, Crypto Hulk. Now, the co-founder of Aximus, his name is HBAR, KHIBAR. Last name is Rasul. RASSUL. Are you seeing what's happening? You've got to have a doorway into Africa and the Middle East with the Muslims and all that stuff out to India. You can't do that with whitey like me showing up. Okay, that shit ain't going to happen. So you've got to get people that sound like you, look like you, and walk like you. That's how they're getting into these countries, okay? I'm showing you how Tether is being integrated into all these nations over there that really aren't probably not too friendly with the U.S., and we're not friendly with them. That's how you get the buy-in. They've got to buy in. This is it. Good old Khalib. Let me take a look here. Find his K. HBAR is his name. KHIBAR. Now, he founded something called Inmotus. Something you might want to look up. INM as for Mary, OTUS. Inmotus. One word. He was, now listen to this guy. Whew. Now it starts getting kind of hot in her. He was a change management consultant. Listen to this. At a company called Axiom. Lowercase a, capital X. See what we're talking with this X thing? There's something going on here, folks. This is all government shit right here. This HBAR Rasul guy who founded Aximus is also founded Inmotus. And his job was a change management consultant, a.k.a. 3-letter agency government operative. Just saying. You spell it again, lowercase a, then a capital X. SEUM. Now, this guy named HBAR is also a consultant at the UNDP. We'll get into that, but the maybe United Nations David Paul, that's what he founded that also. Now, Axiom, AXIYM, has a partnership with Lulu Financial Holdings, also known as Lulu Exchange, also known as Ripple's major partner for crypto all throughout this whole area. Oh, man. So they're using Lulu Exchange, who's using Ripple's ledger. You got it. And the Ripple interchangeable, when Ripple converts, pesos into this and that. You see how all this is happening? How it converts right there? Now, also, Axiom is a partner of Free Market. I didn't have time to really look up Free Market. It's one word, Free Market. Axiom, now listen to this. This Axiom company has no board of directors listed. Come on now. And there's no directors of the advisory board listed either. They don't want you to know anything. That's how I know this motherfucker's government, okay? Let's keep going. Now, Axiom. What is Axiom? Lowercase a, capital X, SEUM, all one word. Axiom just happens to be a government contractor. Well, son of a bitch, Crypto Hulk. Ain't that something? A United States government contractor. Ripple, Lulu Exchange. Let's keep going. I think I'm starting to get a stiffy. Lulu Exchange is a Ripple partner. Ripple is also, now remember I showed you? Somebody told me, I forgot who it was, and I showed you the Ripple page that Ripple is a government contract. It used to be on their website. They took it off. Ripple used to be a government contractor. The way we found it, if you go to apply, when you used to apply at Ripple, you go all the way down to the bottom, all the stuff, the disclosure stuff, and it said Ripple is a contractor / subcontractor for the United States government, da-da-da-da-da. You know what Axiom is? A government contractor. You know what Ripple is? Government contractor. Well, looks like the apple don't fall far from a tree, does it? Wow, Crypto Hulk. Very interesting. Trump baby fist. Fist of a baby. Now, Axiom, listen to this one. Axiom was founded in 1990 in Alexandria, Virginia. Hold on a minute. Hey, Siri. How far is Alexandria, Virginia from Langley, Virginia?
Virginia is about 14 miles from McLean, Virginia by car.
22 minutes away. Axiom in 1990 was located about 20 minutes from Central, and I can't say intelligence, and I can't say agency headquarters. Just saying, not a big deal, Crypto Hulk. Have you all noticed when we start talking about crypto shit, and when these come out of Virginia, it all comes right close to like Langley? What are the odds of that, Crypto Hulk? Okay. Salvador Ramirez. Thanks, Crypto Hulk. Always above and beyond. Keep up the great work. Keep giving us the best crypto deep dives in 2026, like always. Salvador Ramirez. Okay, let's look here. Axiom, founded in 1990 in Alexandria, Virginia. They offer several services. What services they offer, Crypto Hulk? Secret DevOps, SEC, Sec DevOps, SEC, then a capital D, EV, then an OPS. Secret Developer Ops. Oh, probably might want to be careful about this one. They offer cloud integration and the technical solutions primarily to the Department of Defense and federal agencies. Oh, wow, Crypto Hulk. Now you still think Tether's not connected to the government? Oh, you don't even fucking know. You heard it here on Crypto Hulk first here, folks. Lulu Financial Holdings. Lulu was founded in 2010. It's in the United Arab Emirates, just like we were talking about last night. They are a remittance, foreign exchange, money transfer company. They also have another partner, Tranglo. Ripple owns like half of Tranglo. Just saying, not a big deal. Not a big deal, Crypto Hulk. Just a coincidence, Crypto Hulk. Just a coincidence. So now we got Tranglo all up in this. How do you think Tether's really doing this by themselves? I told you no. Are you hearing what I'm talking? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? This is all Ripple partnerships, everybody, and the government secret ops divisions. Don't tell your friends. You might scare them. But this is no way Tether's not doing this on their own. No. This is the United States government. See, that's why the government with the secret developer ops, the sec dev ops, they're all up in this to make sure you got Ripple and the ledger where the government's controlling shit so they can control Africa and the Middle East and shit and all these Muslims and stuff. They're going to be using this right here. Tranglo, Ripple partner, is also involved here. The Middle East and India is the territory of Lulu, and that's Ripple, everybody. That's how all this money exchanges. It's not Tether, it's Ripple and its technologies along with the United States government and some Swiss people, Swiss cheese. Who's the managing director of Lulu? Listen to this one. Adib Ahmed. A-D-E-E-B. Adib and then Ahmed. You got to get that like you're going to hack a loogie. A-H-M-E-D. Ahmed. Or is that my Israeli thing? Maybe it's just Ahmed. And the Israeli one, you got to go Ahmed. Now, where did this guy, Adib Ahmed, where did he come from? Listen to this. We circle back to Switzerland again. BBA. He worked at BBA, and it's Les Roches. Les, L-E-S, and then Roches, R-O-C-H-E-S, Switzerland. My. The connections that we find on Crypto Hulk Show, absolutely tintillating, or is that titillating? I don't want to use any sex words on the show. There might be kids watching. People are like, there's no way anybody's going to let their kids watch this fucking show. Lulu uses RippleNet, okay? And many Middle East banks, Asia banks, Indian banks, they're all involved in this shit. They're all these Ripple partner banks with Lulu Exchange, United States government, secret developing agencies, contractor shit. They're all involved in this thing. The United States is all over this thing like flies on horse shit, okay? You got RippleNet plus Axime, A-X-I-Y-M, Axime. They produce faster, cheaper payments. This new Tether wallet opens up the Middle East and the unbanked. Who do we got involved? Federal Bank. That's a Ripple partner. We got Bank Al-Falah. That's a Ripple partner. Al-Falah. Then we got Tranglo, Ripple partner. Bank of Egypt, Ripple partner. And other Ripple partners. I'm showing you who's all mixed up in this. There's a company called Trenzy. Hold on a minute. Thank you for financially destroying Crypto Hulk. Well, that's what I do. My job is to help you get financially fucked up. Like Mr. White Teeth. All right. Now, there's a company called Trenzy involved. There's my notes. Hopefully, I didn't put anything vulgar on this page. Like, fuck you, bitch. Trenzy. T-R-E-N-S-I. Now, how does Trenzy fit in here? Trenzy.io. They have a website if you want to go there. Trenzy. It's in development right now. So Trenzy is something that's in development by Axime Bank, A-X-I-Y-M, since 2025. So this Trenzy thing is rather new, about a year-ish. Trenzy is Axiom's crypto-native interoperability protocol. Let's call it the Ripple Liquidity Hub. Oh, everybody, it's getting kind of hectic, right? Let me repeat that again. Trenzy, look, everybody, it's ready. They're rolling it all out right now, okay? They're getting this thing all set up. Like, this is crazy what we're finding out. Trenzy is Axiom's crypto-native interoperability protocol and on-chain liquidity platform, and it's on Avalanche, okay? Lulu Exchange provides real-world money service business scale for Axiom. And Trenzy And we got somebody else that just joined. Hold on. Hold that thought. Don't go running off anywhere. J3. Okay. Telling you what, the shit that I find out is something fierce, isn't it? If you watch Crypto Hawk Show, I'm going to show you how all this fucking shit gets set up. And I'm going to show you what cryptos they use. You have to make $5 to $10, $20 million from the show. Gosh, man. I mean, look, I'm laying it all out. I'm sure they fucking, that's why I'm so shadow banned. They're just like, how the fuck is this guy figuring all this shit out? I'm like, bitches, go suck some fat ones. You shadow ban me so much, that don't fucking matter. People are still going to watch and learn and become millionaires. These people on Crypto Hawk Show, they do not give up. They're going to learn. You can be some of the poorest people. I got some people that joined the $500 club. They're poor. We got strategies to try to figure out how they can make $5 million. It's no bullshit. It might take a little time, 2 or 3 years, and you're not going to be rich tomorrow. I tell them that. But if we break stuff down, and they're like, oh, damn, Crypto Hawk, that's totally possible. I'm like, well, no shit. That's why I'm telling you this. I thought you were just bullshitting. Well, then you obviously haven't watched my show, dude. You're watching somebody else's show. Okay, back to work. So we've got Lulu Exchange provides real world. Lulu Exchange is Ripple and the Ripple platform. They provide money, service, business at scale for Axiom and Trenzy. Now, we know Trenzy's working with Avalanche, and that's okay because Trenzy is a partner of Axiom who's using Lulu. So remember, all cryptos that are good work together. So Ripple can be interoperable with anything. It don't matter. Their platform, you can put Avalanche on the XRP ledger. You get that whole you can put everything's going on the XRP ledger because it's interoperable. Right here, RippleNet adds. So here's what does RippleNet add to Avalanche or what these other ones? RippleNet adds a legacy rail optionality. Remember now, who's Ripple hooked up with? All the biggest banks in the world. All the investment companies in the world that are big, all the legacy companies, banks, financial institutions are all running on Ripple platform. These are the legacy organizations. Of course, Avalanche wants to get action to some of that. How can they do it? Get on the Ripple ledger. They're all the big boys are right there. Lulu Exchange is helping. It's an interoperable Ripple. Lulu Exchange is the Ripple liquidity hub for Avalanche to get all that shit done over there, okay? And this Tether. Tether's running on the Ripple liquidity hub, which is Axiom, and they got Trenzy to help them with Avalanche and all their people there. Tether supplies USD Tether capital and distribution. Now, I looked up a little bit on Emotus and UNDP. Those two represent pre-fintech blockchain phases focused on AI, edtech, and international development governance. Now, what is UNDP? This is very interesting. We're almost done. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get into the deep divey shit. This is good enough. Because I've got 4, 5, 6 windows open. I need another hour. So we'll leave it at that. This is good enough. We're almost done. I got 30 seconds and I'm done. Then we can be like, whew, man, this is something else. I actually had to concentrate for 45 minutes straight. UNDP. Now this is interesting. This is a 2013 international consultant to Afghanistan. Oh. What we got here, that's the Muslim now. In 2013, you've got a company called UNDP, and they are an international consulting agency that helps Afghanistan with social issues. Maybe delivering aid. Maybe they help deliver aid by convincing the Afghan government to use a crypto to deliver aid to people on their phones and get them into the financial system. Oh, I see, Crypto Hulk. Yeah, buddy. When did Ripple start? About 2013. When did this UNDP start? About 2013. Oh, interesting. Now, there's a company called Dakar, DACAAR. They're mixed up in this also, but Dakar was formed in 1984. Well, that sounds like George Orwell's book. What he wrote his book in the 1960s called 1984, how the government would be all up in our shit and be all over the place. Just a coincidence. Just a coincidence. But this Dakar is a Danish human rights organization funded by the World Bank. Oh, I see what's going on, Crypto Hulk. What we got? Oh, Norway. If you're from Norway, you're involved in this too. This is how they slip the crypto in. So they, this UNDP and this Dakar company, these are two organizations, and then the United Nations, they get money. They put money into crypto form. They help people in these foreign countries by delivering aid. And the way that that's done is through this sucker. Oh. Now you get the Muslim countries hooked up with the aid through crypto. They're already using it because you got to eat. Yeah, if you're starving, you're going to take that money. All right, let me check the comments section here. Let's fucking go, Hulk. Round 2. We're going to get them. Good, eh? Goody? Let me check where we at. 15 minutes. Okay. There's the Tether article. Let me delete that one. You're going to love tomorrow's show. Let me go with this one here. What is that one? Tether. Let me click out of that. Yeah, that's what Dakar is. Let me click out of that. That's for all tomorrow's stuff. Bhutan. Here's a small article. I'm just going to touch on it. It's not a deep dive, but I want you to see what's happening to Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's a government. Satoshi Nakamoto could come out tomorrow. If this guy is so brilliant, or whoever this government people are, look, some people say Bitcoin can get hacked and all that, but what if Satoshi comes out with something to protect Bitcoin, an update? Ta-da! I wouldn't hold it past him. That's why I've never said. I mean, Bitcoin, I can't even speak on Bitcoin because it's like the government, and I don't know what it was for, like a test. Like beta coin test. But what we got here in Bhutan has sold 70% of its Bitcoin in 18 months. It may have stopped Bitcoin mining. Now, this is very interesting because isn't Bhutan a Ripple partner? Can somebody verify that for me? I need to get verified. Can you verify it? Somebody, verification, damn it. Isn't Bhutan a Ripple partner? Somebody answer that. Can somebody verify it? Somebody? Anybody? Hello? Bueller? Ferris Bueller? Do I got anybody on the show? Is it just have I just been sitting here by myself talking to myself? Okay. I'm just gonna say Bhutan is, somebody says yes. MAB 1914 says yes. Okay. I think there's a delay in my show. Bhutan has sold 70% of Bitcoin. What we're seeing here, I'm showing you every day. Today, we just got done with a massive deep dive in Tether on who did it. Is Bitcoin anywhere in there? No. Yesterday's show, the central bank, United Arab Emirates, hooking up all the Muslims, stock markets and shit with Sukuk. And then you got the European central banks, and they're trading and Micah hooking up with the Muslims with all this. Was Bitcoin mentioned at all? No. Let me ask a question, and the answer is no. Have you seen like Bitcoin doing anything with this crypto? No. Is like, who the fuck is using that shit? Nobody. Yes. Robert Bobby Driscoll. Love the reference to Bueller. Yeah, I feel like the teacher on Ferris Bueller. Bueller. It's like, but there's got to be a delay because I know it doesn't take you guys 2 or 3 minutes to answer a fucking question. 2021, Bhutan. Okay, so Bhutan has quietly sold 70% of its Bitcoin. They're a Ripple partner. You know what? Ripple wants them successful. Now, this is just me, but I think David Schwartz or Brad Garlinghouse said, hey, psst, Bhutan, get your booty over here. Dump your Bitcoin now. Do it fucking now. Hands in the air, motherfucker. So that's what I think happened. Ripple knows, and these people just like sold off all this shit. $280 million worth. Bhutan is quietly unwinding one of the most unusual Bitcoin experiments any government has run. This is massive right here, everybody. I think this is the canary in the coal mine. So what that means is this. In the old days, when they used to mine coal, they'd bring a canary in. And if that canary died, that means get the fuck out of the mine because you're going to be dead pretty soon, okay? Canaries are very sensitive, and if shit happens, people can last a little bit longer, but when you start getting overwhelmed, you can't get out. So if that fucking bird dies, get the fuck out right away because you got maybe a minute or two, then you'll be dead as well. Remember, the German government sold off their Bitcoin a while back. Stu Lavelle, you're fucking right. Okay, so that's one article. I just want you to see what's going on. Next, Flare Network. Oh, shit. You guys better go to Caleb and Brown. They got the best price. They actually sell the best quality Flare. There's Tampon Tim. I think in the last 30 minutes, I've had 3 fucking commercials appear. Yeah, this YouTube, man, they're so fucking janky. All right. They don't want you rich. We're going over Flare right now. Real lightweight article. XRP. Okay, here's a spoiler alert. Tomorrow's show deals with Flare. And what do I got to tell you? Buy the fuck out of that shit, okay? Serious. I don't want to get into tomorrow's show's gonna be amazing. AM show, faux show. XRP adjacent Flare proposes a protocol level MEV capture and a 40% inflation cut. Remember, Flare has been nice and quiet for all these years. I've known about Flare for like 6 years now. Wait for that motherfucking shit. Remember the Flare airdrops and all that shit? I'm waiting for it to do something. This Flare thing, let me tell you what, get that fucking Flare. The proposal would move block building away from individual validators, create a revenue entity called Fire to buy and burn Flare, and reduce annual token inflation to 3%. Flare proposed a governance overhaul to capture maximal extractable value, MEV, at the protocol level and redirect it from external searches and builders to the network itself. The plan introduces a 3-stage redesign. They're redesigning their block building, everybody, and a new Flare income reinvestment entity, FIRE. That stands for Flare Income Reinvestment Entity, to channel MEV and other protocols into Flare buybacks and token burns while cutting Flare annual inflation to 3%. Their proposal would sharply increase the base gas fee and boost annual token burns. This is what Ripple could do. All right. I'm just letting you know. I think the same people at Ripple helped start Flare and shit. Okay. Ripple can just think this could be Ripple doing the same fucking thing in the future. Even as typical transactions remain under ascent. Flare published a governance proposal on Thursday that would make it one of the first layer 1 blockchains to capture MEV, maximal extractable value, at the protocol level, rather than letting it flow to a small number of specialized actors who profit from transaction ordering across virtually every major chain. MEV is the revenue that block builders extract by reordering, inserting, or censoring transactions within a block. On most blockchains, this value flows to external searchers and builders who effectively impose a hidden tax on ordinary users through front running. I hate when that fucking shit happens. Front running, sandwich attacks, and arbitrage. This is what the fuck happens. Now I'm starting to go off. This is what the fuck happens. Remember, we were pump dumping, right? And these little fuckers on MetaMask, you'd see a crypto and it would be 10 cents. And you go to buy it, and all of a sudden, right before you buy it, someone bumps the price up because they go buy $5,000 worth of it, right? So what you thought was 10 cents bumps to 12. What do? Sell it and dump it, and you're left with something worth 8 cents. You're like, what? I bought it at 10. But right when I bought it, it bumped up to 12 because motherfuckers sandwich. What do we call these stupid assholes? The front-running sandwich attacks, okay? That happened, and I like eating, don't get me wrong. But these motherfuckers would do that shit. Or if you go to sell, like on MetaMask and what's that, MEXC? Fuck, man. These people, me and my friend Daniel, we were selling shit on MEXC. And when we go to sell it, the price would like dump right when we went to sell. Like it would say 6 cents. Okay. I told him sell it at 6 and I put in an order. But then all of a sudden the price dumps to 4 and then it would sell it. So it's like I just lost. I could have made 1,000 times 6 cents, but they sandwich attacked me on MEXC and these other fucking places. So I went to sell it. Maybe there's something you want to sell at 10 cents, but by the time you put in your order at 10, it's already at 8. So they sell it at 8 cents. Like, what the fuck? And you watch it. It'll be up at 12 cents. Okay, now it's at 12. You wait a little bit. And that shit starts going back up to 12. And you put in a sale, but then they sandwich attack you, and now it's 8 cents. It was just 12 cents. That's what they do. They fucking, that MEV shit. We got to get rid of those little bastards doing that. So Flare is going to get rid of those very few people that do the hidden tax with the front running sandwich attacks and all that shit. Flare is fucking legit, just like MC Hammer, too legit to quit. You guys don't know about that. That's okay. Let me go right here. I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. It's 58 minutes. Let me check the questions real quick. Flare baby. Somebody said, Stella. I love this show. Corey Fisher's like, I love this show. Let me check here. Flare equals inflow, outflow. All right. I think get your Flare on Caleb and Brown. Great show as always, Hulk, and much love to you, Stu, OG, Robert, Bobby, Disabled, and everybody else. All right. I'm going to go buy some alcohol, and I'll see you all in the next broadcast tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., so when I get back from buying my booze, then I got to work on putting a show together. I'll have a little advertising video. It'll take about a minute and a half to advertise the show, and I'll have that up in, what time is it now? 6. Hopefully an hour and a half or 2 hours, I'll have that shit up. So there you go. I'm going to turn this sucker off, and I'll see you then.